Weintraub live here from MetLife Stadium, getting ready for the Northeast Conference Media Day. Today I'll have the opportunity to interview St. Francis players, quarterback Nick Whitfield Jr. and Eddie Bierals, defensive lineman. We'll come up right here on the chat.
Not even August yet. Talk about your excitement to play college football this coming season.
I mean, well, obviously, like with spring ball, winter workouts, winter workouts and spring ball, and then into the summer workouts, the excitement builds. At this point, it's the last step before the season. You got fall camp, so the excitement is there, and I think we're ready.
Ask questions.
I got one. Last year, you guys kind of rough year, 3-8, of course. What lessons do you learn from last year to try to take to this year without dwelling on the past?
I'd say we kind of just all built as a team. You know, we all got here this summer. We're all working. We understand last year we kind of used it as motivation to push and, do a lot better this year and get that conference championship.
All right, go ahead. So Central Connecticut's not known as a major football program. How do you elevate the program coming into this year, getting more awareness, attention, excitement around your program?
I mean, obviously with our schedule, we play a lot of big schools, and we want to get those wins, and we want to win the conference. I think that's the best way to get some recognition, is to win the conference, just to win, period.
So for you guys, what it is if you were to win the league and you go to the playoffs, can you even think about that, or is it just too far along down the road?
I would say that right now that's probably too far along. You want to keep, you just want to keep going day by day. Fall camp is coming up, so that's the first step, and then we got Central Michigan, and then so on. Worry about the playoffs after we get each win, and then once we get there, that's when we'll worry about it.
Jack, for you, you had a career high of 13 field goals last year. Heading into this season, what do you plan on accomplishing?
Yeah, so the field goals come, as the offense provides them. If the offense is doing really good and we don't kick too many field goals and we're winning games, then so be it. We're winning games. But, if I could put 3 points on the board for my team, I'm obviously going to do my best to do that. And honestly, any way the team can win. If I get less field goals than that and we win, perfect. If I get more, then so be it. But just team success first, of course.
You guys feel like you have anything left to prove individually? But you guys are both seniors, right? You're going to be seniors.
I'm going to be a junior this year.
Junior, all right. But just overall, if you feel like you have anything individually to prove to yourself or the whole team?
I think we're both pretty hardworking guys. It's not as much about individual accolades as it is just like the guys at Central Connecticut really want to win. We all want to win together. We want to celebrate together. So it's just when that comes along, then the individual accolades come along with that. But the winning comes first.
So being a team in the college football still division, if the end goal is the NFL, what do you do personally to get recognition on a high level like that?
I mean, the scouts come to practice, so on a personal level, all you can really do is perform. As for the team, if the team wins, it helps everybody. The more recognition, like I said in the last question, it helps everybody.
Jack, you're talking about you're fine with not kicking any field goals if your team's winning, but how difficult is that as a kicker, like going the flow of the game, maybe one game not kicking any, no field goals, one field goal, next you're kicking 6. How difficult is that to keep your mind in the game?
That kind of just plays with the mental aspect of the game. Being a kicker is already in its own. It's kind of weird. It's different. So just, being at the game, being locked in, it's like if my number's called, then I'm going to go perform. But if not, the rest of my teammates are out there performing and doing what they do, so I have my trust in them. And then when it comes down to it, they have trust in me. So we just all get it done as a unit.
Through the ups and downs of the season, what do you do in the locker room to keep the vibe positive and stuff? When you're doing bad or good? How does it affect your play?
Repeat your question, Lauren.
Okay. So when you're doing bad or good, how does the vibe of the locker room affect your play?
I would say when we're doing good, the vibes are always good. When you're winning, everybody's happy. When you're losing, that's when you have to lean on your leaders most, around the guys that will keep the vibes together, because it can get pretty bad sometimes. Not specifically in our locker room, but just in general. So I think that the vibe of the locker room is always dictated by your leaders on the team.
All right, guys,
Thank you.
wrap it up. Say thank you.
Being in a new division, we're really excited to be here and move up. We're hungry. I think we're going to put this past year behind us and kind of look at this new season as a fresh start. So just go out there and do what we can, control what we can control.
Nice. What's your favorite moment from your whole career?
Favorite moment from my whole career? Probably my favorite moment. I had a 106-yard pick six but didn't end up counting because there was a block in the back on the way. So, but that was a pretty cool moment. I wish it would have counted. It would have been a cool record, but never counted. So,
As a team captain, you know, trying to build a culture here with the team. What culture are you trying to build?
Oh yeah, when Coach Remedios stepped in 2 years ago, he really instilled, changing the culture at Mercyhurst. And since I've been there, it's going in my 6th year, I've seen this program just move in the right direction every single year. Culture is a big thing. Coach Remedios always drilling that into us, and I think we're heading in the right direction right now.
You're going back to high school career. I'm going to just go back to that. Tell us what you have been able to learn from your high school career and that you've been able to take in heading into your professional time here at Mercyhurst.
Yeah, high school career was awesome. I learned basic things like how to work hard. The value of being a good teammate. That's about it. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm Elijah Weintraub, right here live from MetLife Stadium, joined by St. Francis Red Flash Nick Whitfield Jr., the quarterback. And I got to start with your quarterback specialties. What do we should the fans expect from you this upcoming season?
I'm a pretty tall, big guy. I know I've always had a really good arm talent, so I use that to my advantage every time I throw the ball. And I'd say I'm pretty. My football IQ is pretty up there. I make smart reads. I don't like to turn over the ball, so I'd say those are my 2 specialties.
Heading into this season, what are your goals and expectations that we should be watching out for?
Obviously, as a team, we want to win the conference. We did it in 22. We want to bring another ring to Loretto. I think that'd be pretty good. And this year, just as a team, we want to come together as one. Last year, I think that would have helped us out in those close, tight games that we need to win. And I think that's one thing that we need to work on this year.
Finally, what have you been able to learn from your high school career at Fredonia, and what have you been just want to look out for? And from high school in Fredonia, what did you learn that you now use today at college?
Back at home, I have a great coaching staff. They taught me a lot throughout my 4 years there, and I had a good quarterback coach, Jim Kubiak from Buffalo. He taught me a lot of what to expect when I come to college. So I think my high school career set me up pretty well to transfer over to.
Thank you so much for the time. I really appreciate it. I'm joined now by Eddie Bierals from St. Francis Red Flash. Eddie, I'll start with your high school career. You played at DePaul Catholic. You won a state championship with them. What have you been able to accomplish from there and bring to your college level?
Honestly, I would really have to, pride myself on toughness. At DePaul Catholic, playing under head coach John McKenna, he always preached toughness. And also, with the assistant head coach back then, now the current head coach, Nick Campanelli, they honestly just preach toughness. So I got to credit that all to them. Absolutely.
Heading into this season, what are your goals and expectations?
My goals and expectations are honestly to get my team to an NEC championship. I think that's the goal of most teams in the NEC. And honestly, I like to put the team before myself. And that's just always kind of how I've done things.
And we just talked a little bit about the weather. It's always a factor where you guys play. How have you been able to adapt to the change? Coming from New Jersey style weather where it's nice and cool in the fall and then you go right into a winter 30-foot snow where you guys are.
Absolutely. So I think also, mental toughness comes into the equation when it, comes to that type of stuff, when weather and stuff like that. And practicing in that type of weather and getting used to it in the spring and the fall is really crucial. So I think we're pretty used to it, in terms of, how mental with toughness comes.
Thank you so much for the time, and we'll throw it back over to you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. Nice job. I had a great time today here at the Northeast Conference Football Convention and Social Media Day. I would like to thank the Sports Broadcasting Camp for inviting us here today, as well as the Northeast Conference. All the videos will be live right here on the Sports Mano Mano YouTube channel. I'm Elijah Weintraub signing off from MetLife Stadium.